Jason, it feels like we haven't seen each other in a month, and we haven't seen each other in a month. The Packers get the win, but it felt like they left a whole lot on the table. Is that kind of the way you felt?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, you promised me a step stool, so I'm a little bit disappointed. But it is great to see you because the Packers haven't been here in a month. And it also been a month since they'd won, remember? Because it was September 11th that they won here against Washington. And look, it wasn't pretty, right? There were ugly moments. Their defense still really struggling late in games to get vital stops. Jordan Love throwing an interception early that he said was a bad throw, bad decision. But they get out of here with a win, and it certainly beats a loss or a tie. And so they're back on the winning track, and now the question is this the building block of them to get to be the team that they expect themselves to be?
And we just heard from Matt LaFleur. We didn't hear the soundbite from the question that you asked him because he basically avoided it when you asked him, can the defense not close games? And, you know, what is it that he said? He basically said nothing.
Yeah, it would be irresponsible of him to answer my question without looking at the film. But, you don't have to look at the film. You can look at the results, right? I mean, the Cleveland game, touchdown, field goal. The Dallas game, they score a bunch of scores in the second half. And then today, field goal, touchdown, field goal, and then a missed field goal. They are not getting stops at the end of games. And really, the defense was supposed to be the strength of this team, and it looked like it was. To me, this all boils down to one thing. They still are not taking the ball away. They still have 2 takeaways. They didn't get another one today. That is not a good way to try and win football games, especially, as I wrote about at Channel 3000, that's been such a huge emphasis, and they're still not getting results.
And we talk about the offensive side. Josh Jacobs seems to be more like himself. The national narrative seems to be that Jordan Love is an MVP frontrunner. I don't know that I've necessarily seen that, but he's been good. And he said that they're moving the ball down the field, but just not getting the job done. Is that what you saw, or do you think the offense needs to do things different?
Look, I think 2 things can be true at once. I think Jordan Love's played really well through 5 games in most of the instances. But he had the interception in Cleveland. He had the sack fumble at the end of the first half in Dallas. He dawdles with the rest of the offense late in the game in Dallas. They have 1 second left to kick the game-tying field goal. Today, they're in field goal range. Points are at a premium in the NFL. You can't throw a pick in that situation. It was kind of a off-balance, on-the-run, prayer of a heave, taking too much of a chance. And what I love about Jordan Love is he admits when that's the case. So, yes, he's playing at an MVP level for 58 minutes a game, but those other moments matter too, and those are the things that he needs to clean.
And lastly, when we were standing here a month ago talking, it seemed very comfortable to say that the Packers were a front runner in the NFC. Are they still that, or are they kind of fluttering, or do we not know the answer?
Yeah, Matt LaFleur had an answer a couple weeks ago that I really liked, and he said, I don't want us to be playing our best football in September. And I kind of looked at him, and I wanted to say, congratulations, you're not. But the fact of the matter is that this is a building process, and you want to be back here when it's cold, playing well in December and January. You want to be put yourself in good position for the postseason. They've got a long march ahead of them. This is the first of 13 games in 13 weeks because the bye week has passed. So sometimes you got to win a little bit ugly. There were some pretty moments today, but there were some ugly moments too. But the most important thing is they got the W, which not everyone manages to do on a week-to-week basis.
Like you said, and as Matt LaFleur said, going 1-0 is the main priority. Jason, as always, it's always a blast to catch up with you, and thank you so much.
Oh, my stool.
We will